Hello, can I have a little look at similar shapes? Here we can see I've got shape A and shape B. Shape B is an enlargement of triangle A. We're being asked to find the missing length, so we want to find out what Y is. The 4 here corresponds to this side here, which is 9 centimetres. So I need to have a look at what scale factor I would have used to get from 4 centimetres to 9 centimetres. So I know that 4 multiplied by something was equal to 9. So I can use my inverse. If I do 9 divided by 4 to find out what my scale factor would have been, and that would have been 2.25. So I now know that my scale factor is 2.25. Okay, so 4 multiplied by 2.25 will give me 9 centimetres. Now that I know that, I can use that to find out what Y will be, because 2 multiplied by my scale factor of 2.25 will give me Y. Okay? And 2 multiplied by 2.25 will give me 4.5 centimetres. Okay? Okay, let's have a look at another one. So again, triangle B is an enlargement of triangle A. Now I know that the 5 centimetre one corresponds to the 10 centimetre one, because I can see here that the angle, that's the same angle, that's corresponding. This one here is corresponding, and therefore this side is also corresponding. Okay. So what did I do to 5 to get to 10 centimetres? Well, we know that I've multiplied 5 by 2. Okay, so I have a scale factor of 2. Now this time I'm going the opposite direction. I've been given the length 6 centimetres of the enlarged shape, but I want to know what X will be. Now obviously if I knew this one, I would have multiplied it by 2 to find that one. But I'm going to be going the inverse, and therefore I'm going to be dividing it by 2. So 6 divided by 2 will give me my 3 centimetres. Okay? Right, let's move on to the next one. Okay, this one's slightly different because although B is an enlargement of A again, because we were told that, this time the orientation has changed. So you can see here, this angle is that angle, which means that side is that side. So this here and this correspond. Okay? So the first thing I'm going to look at is to find out what my scale factor is. So I need to know, how did I get from 2.5 to 6 centimetres? What scale factor did I use? Okay, so again, I can do that by dividing 6 by 2.5. Okay, and I will find that I have a scale factor of 2.4. So 2.5 multiplied by 2.4 would give me 6. Okay, this is similar to the last one in the fact that I've got the length here of 13.2 on the enlarged shape, but I want to find out what that was on the original shape. So because I'm going the opposite way, I'm going back. I'm going to divide it by 2.4. Okay, so 13.2 divided by 2.4, and I will find that this corresponding side on the shape A was 5.5 centimetres. Okay, so let's have a look at an exam style question. Okay, it looks a little bit different because we've got a triangle within a triangle, but it is exactly the same principle. So the first thing I'd recommend you to do is to draw the two triangles out separately. Okay. So the smaller triangle here, I've drawn over here. So we knew the measurements was 8 and 6. Then the bigger triangle, the outside here, you can see I have drawn here. Okay. Okay, so which sides correspond? So I know that here I've got my 8 centimetres corresponding side there. Okay, what have I done to 8 to get to 12 centimetres? What was my scale factor? Well, I've multiplied it, okay, by 1.5. So 8 multiplied by 1.5 would give me 12, okay? We've been asked to find out the length of DE, which is this bit across the bottom. So I need to go from here to here. So again, I'm going to multiply it by 1.5. So 6 multiplied by 1.5 would give me 9 centimetres. Okay. Okay, let's have another look at another exam question. Again, we've got a triangle within a triangle. So the first thing that I'm going to recommend you to do is to draw your two triangles out separately. Okay, like this. So here is my smaller triangle, which is this bit here. Okay, and then here is the bigger triangle. Okay. Now I know that this side here corresponds to this side. So how would I find the scale factor? I know that 8 multiplied by something gives me 18. So I can do 18 divided by 8 to give me my scale factor. So my scale factor is 2.25. Point doesn't show. There we go. So then to find out what this measurement is here, I would need to multiply that by 2.25. Okay. So 6 multiplied by 2.25 will give me 13.5. But we are not done yet. Okay. I have just worked out what this full length here is, but the question is actually asking me for the length DB. So I have just worked out what this full length is. Okay, the full length is 13.5. That's not very clear, is it? 13.5. Okay, but this is actually what I want. I only want this bit here. Okay, I know that this bit here is 6. So I'm going to take my 13.5, subtract 6 from it. That will give me this bit here, which is 7.5 centimetres. Okay, right, one last one and we are done. This one is a little bit different again. Okay, we know that these two lines here are parallel. Okay, I need to work out which sides are corresponding. Okay, for me, the first thing that jumped into my mind was, okay, if they're parallel lines, they're parallel lines, I know that this angle and this angle are the same, okay, because they're alternate angles, okay. If I know that they're the same, I then know that this side here must correspond to this side, and this side must correspond to that side. So the first thing we're going to do is draw out our triangles, okay, like so. Okay, and then we were saying that because that angle and that angle are the same, they're equal because they're alternate, what I'm actually going to do is spin this around. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so I now have that angle and that angle are equal. So I now know that that side and that side are corresponding. What would my scale factor be to get from 10.5 to 6? Well, we can divide that to work it out, and my scale factor would have been 1.75. Okay, so now I can use that to go from, oh, I've done that the wrong way. That should have been divided by, if I'm going that way, shouldn't it? Sorry, apologies. Scribble that out. Okay, so if I'm going from here to here, I'm also going to divide that by 1.75. Okay. And that will give me 14 divided by 1.75 will give me 8 centimetres. Okay, so I know that AB is 8 centimetres. Okay. Oh, I've just realised I've missed out a question. So CE, what did I need to do? Let me just clear this bit down for a second. Okay. So CE is this bit here. Okay, so we're looking at this bit here. Well, that corresponds with that side. So if I'm looking at the enlargement, I'm going to take my 5 centimetres and I'm going to multiply it by 1.75, and that will equal 8.7. It's really hard to write with your mouse, so I do apologise. 8.75. Okay, I hope that has been helpful. Any questions, please post them onto our Google Classroom, and I'll either make you a video or I'll get back to you.